Welcome back, guys. So it's been a few days since I recorded last, and in the meantime, I've been thinking about how I should start to expand into space. Like we did last episode, we set up a ton of crafting for space scaffolding, and just try to fill this with as much space scaffolding as I can, and get some robots up there as well. What I am planning, or what I want to try and do, is make my entire base in space, and that means I'll send raw resources into space. I think that would be quite cool, and then have everything but based in space. The only issue I think I might have with that is if you see the robot interference, it's only one on the planet, but it's 5.7 in space because it's being close to the sun. The closer you are to the sun, the more robot interference, and the further away you are, the less. So you can see it changes all everywhere, and this is one of the ones that are quite low. So for now, I'll try to build in Navius orbit, and hopefully it doesn't cause too many problems. At least that is what I want to try and do. So right now, I'll try to go into space just with the scaffolding we have. I'll also turn off LTN messages, since it's getting quite annoying. Let's only do errors. I think that might be what we want, and hopefully that's going to be enough for us. Maybe it's going to show no depots found or no trains. So let's go into space with this. We can always go back and forward again, since we have optimized it quite a lot by now. So I like to go to, let's see, destination position. Is it called that up there now? Let's just check before we go there. Cargo landing pads. Hopefully that's the one we're going to now by choosing that one. So let's go and see if we can't build a ton of things in space. And look, none of these are filling since we set it up with the signaling before. So hopefully that will make sure that we don't get into any trouble. But on to space. Let's do a nice landing here, and let's see if we can't get the robots to build everything for us here in space. If we just take a small amount of scaffolding, the rest should get taken out nice and steady. Do a huge markup area here, and can we get robots to place it then? It seems we can, so let's just do this for now. And we might just have to add a few more construction robots to the mix, quite easily at least. There we go. And hopefully they don't crash all over the place when I do this. But they definitely need some place to charge. So that's going to be the next thing. Are we able to just place roboports like this and keep it all in range? That is the plan I have. So let's just place 4 for now. And if we are able to, what's it called? Just grab it from, oh, was that all the scaffolding we have? Huh. That seems fine. Let's just build down here a bit. If we can take all the tiled earth with us, that would be quite good. So let's just try and mark this area first. I wonder if I just spent all my scaffolding right there. Here we go. That's good. And then let's try and mark this one. Just like that. Take away everything except, I think just like this will be good. Can we take tiles? We can. Because by doing this, we should be able to just place it down and they'll expand out, placing whatever we need. At least that is the goal. So let's just fill in the rest of the things and get this up and running. So scaffolding. Just change all of this, please. Remove these solar panels here, get the power down, and now we have our first cell in space, and we should be able to get the things done soon. Also, let's start some more research, because we will need to craft a lot of these things in space. So what is the most important things to get first? This might be good for the ground. And let's get some of these starter items I think we need up here. That seems good. The rest we can wait with. So now to implement the plan, did we just use all? We still have some scaffolding. Just in this one we need to change to active providers at some point. So let's pick up these and start to clear out this middle area here and start to make this into a proper space base. Let's grab some space scaffolding. I'd like to have some on me at all time. Give me 100 platform. There we go. And then we should be able to fill in a lot of these. And hopefully we can just make a ton on the ground and then send up here until we get the production up and running. So some of the first things we should look at is still just getting more scrap. But other than that, we should look at the production part up here, since we will need so many things. Let's just see how we should do this. Let's clear out these. Do we still have enough power? Barely enough power. So we need to get a solar panel cell down. Luckily we have a blueprint for that, and we can pretty much just use it. As long as we brought enough things for it. We do have substation, so we can start one up here. Let's just give that a go. Remove you and you. All that. Let's take our little blueprint. For now, just the solar panels right here. And that should give us a bit more power. That is right. And down at the ground, we're still making more space scaffolding. Have 1k more, filling up nicely. This is just missing probably a space capsule or something like that. But this is the start of a pretty good space base, at least in terms of power. Okay, we have an alert out here. How strange. Or that might be because on the ground it still thinks it's up here. I think that's the case. So let's get down some more. Do we have any of those storage chests? We do. Just copy paste some of those. Let's make this. Oh, did not mean to do that. Stop. I was trying to copy you. And then change you to extra providers. And let's see if any of the robots crash. They haven't yet. So it seems to be fine. But I'll just wait a minute before I add more robots to see if they do crash in space as well. I have suspicion they will. But let's test that hypothesis first. No, it seems quite stable. Then again, we're not using that, moving that much product yet. That went easy enough. So we should easily be able to send resources up here now. At least the science part should be automated. So let's look at, where do we have those? We should have some. Here we go. Space assembly machines. To start to craft some of the first items we need towards the in space. I'm guessing we need these because we can't place normal assemblers up here. If even brother needs to test. Of course I didn't. Let's see. It seems like it won't let me place them here. Yeah, so we need to use these instead for all our crafting. But that is fine. This should be able to craft everything we need and more. Yep. So what we should do this episode, or the rest of the episode, is pretty much set up cargo delivery. And let's start with a lot of the resources. I'm pretty much getting scaffolding as well. I think that is the thing we should work towards. And let's just leave a ton of things here in orbit. We'll probably need trains as well up here. Robots. Some of those. Probably don't need laser turrets. There's hopefully no space aliens. Or predators, or whatever you call aliens. Let's leave some of those behind. We can't. So yeah, I think that is a plan. What kind of? We should probably go with electric furnaces. I'm guessing that's the best to use for smelting up here. Let's see. Let's just check the iron plates. How can we craft them? Pretty much. Oh, this one. Why is that one good? Is it because the electric furnace can't be used in space? If that's the case, then we have to send up processed materials instead. Particle accelerator. It's a process for stream. Ah, so we need this one to do the smelting. So that one is quite important to get. Let's wait with that one. Let's do it like this and get those two so we can do smelting in space. That is our top priority right now. Let's keep one space capsule on us so we can get back down. And let's just keep this running. And let's just go down and build a ton of space scaffolding and bring up a lot more smelting things. To craft it we need pressurized coal. Oh. Is it not electric? Oh well, let's see if we can take electric furnaces up here. Let's just go back down to the ground. And let's set up all the things we need. What are you missing to be ready? Cargo rocket sections. Oh, they're probably all in space, so we have to remember to take those back down with us, since they are... It does seem like... Why ain't you requesting any? Oh, they remove it. That's strange. Well, let's just set it up again. Let's hook it up. Just these two. Oh, cargo rocket sections, those are the ones we have right here, isn't it? Yeah, it's because this one can't be connected up to the red wire. Let's do a green wire then instead, to you, and take out the red, since you are... Oh, okay, that's why. It's because you already have some in space, it thinks it's already full. Well, that's annoying. How do we solve that little issue? Oh, it's just connected over that way, maybe. There we go. Let's connect this one up as well. Over. Oh, no, like that. Sorry. Remove you and connect you. So now this will work again, but not be connected up with the rest of this. Because on the green wire we don't really send that kind of signal. Now we have way too many space capsules. Get out. So many things to account for. So thermodynamics laboratory is done. Let's set up the crafting for that so I can see how it works. Let's see, let's just do 2 over here. 1, 2. Let's see, it's probably in space. It's probably have to be made in a space assembly as well. Let's craft you. Can only be crafted in this. Oh, yes. Well, let's go to space and test out if a normal electric furnace will work. Hopefully it will, because that would be quite nice. There we go. So let's test this first. If this just works without doing the other one, that will make our life a whole lot easier. But I have a nagging suspicion that it won't be that easy. So should we take anything else with us? Yeah, let's bring a bit of ore just to test it out. Let's bring some iron ore up there as well. So we can do that right here on the bottom, or right here. I can do 3 in, connect it up to red, all of it. And you will only work if iron ore is less than, let's say, 30,000. Because then it should all work right now. If I activate them, then I'd like to request some ore. Just request. Let's keep 1,000 at a time and see if it can handle this. Hopefully it can. Less than 30k. Could probably do a bit less since we're still testing this out. It's less than 1k. So let's take this into space and give it a go. Of course, this works a little while until this lands and unloads, because the signal we get is less than 1,000 from space. Here we go. Please take out all the items. Good. So now we're in space. Yep. Are they able to be built on this? Probably not, but let's just test it out. Nope. So we do need to make the other ones before we can start to to craft everything in space. So that's actually quite nice, since it gives us something to work towards. So let's start in this cell with what we need. Let's grab, nope, not that. I'd like to grab you and take everything out except those two and tiles, because then I can use this as a measuring stick. Hopefully you'll just build it quite easily. Did I place that correctly? Oh, it's just not the same as always. Here we go. So come on, the robots. Thank you. Very nice. And now we can just start to build space assembly machines. We need to move this one. That was a bit annoying. Let's just set up another one that looks the same, so we don't mess up our signal back on Earth. Let's see, signal transmitter. Let's bring one to me. Just right here instead, and you'll still send on channel 1 with a red wire from this one to that one. Then I can remove this one without ruining anything on the ground, I think. Let's just check. These are still working as intended, so that is perfect. Let's see, space scaffolding we still have some of, so let's just fill in the blanks to have an entire cell. Just like that. And now I can pretty much just copy that as our space blueprint. Or I can almost just copy that as our space blueprint, because what I need is right here is the last power pole right here and here. And there we are. Our new blueprint for space is done. So we should probably call it something like space. I don't know if we should make a new blueprint book for it. I think it might be good to do that, but we'll just wait a minute. So let's expand out this way as well. I should be able to just place it down. The robots will start building. Run out of scaffolding quite soon. And then they'll just wait for more. So space, I'll make a new book called space. Right here, remove you, take this book and call it Space Things. Space Robots. Version 1. And this one we'll put that blueprint. We'll do our new assemblers. We can just use the old one for now to place it down and just change them out. Take new assemblers. Then I'd like to copy this one. This little blueprint. Space. Oh, it's probably not called space now, but we'll just put it into a space book. There we go. So now we can craft that. To get this one, we'll need a lot more things in space. Yeah, so let's start adding a lot of those things as well to our little rocket. Let's start to make, or could we make those on the ground as well? Let's just check. Space manufacturer. I probably already made some then. Let's just check. Space manufacturer. We only have one on us. But let's request that one. Space manufacturer. Oh, that was very lucky. Oh, and they are very big. And this one I can make. Where do we have it? Is it somewhere else then? What was it called? Thermal. Eating a ton of things. Thermodynamics laboratory. So we have to make this one with these things. So we need to send all of that into space. Let's go down and start to grab all those things. Luckily, it's quite easy to do. Let's just sit here for now. There we go. You need to make that. We need to go back to the ground and start to grab all those things and put into our cargo rocket. Luckily, that is something that should be quite easy to do. So, launch. And you'll probably make a new cargo rocket to deliver all those things, since this one is getting kind of crowded. So let's make a new one. I'd like to copy you just over here. For now, we'll do it better later. And over here we'd like to get a power pole that can connect and can grab the red signal. So now we have the red signal here as well. Landing pad, please. And then we would like to copy these setups to get it up and running. Right in there. We'll need these things from over here. We definitely need to connect them up with the wires, or else we will be in serious trouble. And we'd like to get that one right there. And they need to connect up. How do you work? Oh, it doesn't. It just needs to get the same settings right here and connect up with a red wire. For some reason that should work. We need to connect up this one as well. Let's do it with a green one instead. If it's less than 100, less or equal to 100. Less than or equal to 100, you stop. You are now putting in the fuel as well. We're pretty much just missing the cargo rocket sections. And for some reason that is not running at the moment. Does it think it's already full? No, they're just not being delivered. That's probably because the space scaffolding is taking everything. What are you missing? Oh, heat plates, and you are missing sulfur, and sulfur is just struggling to keep up. So we have to look at our supply side here in base, and most of it's pretty much just expanding. This, I think, is what we are missing. Yeah, light heavy. So let's just do a quick and dirty expansion just like this, and spend a bit of coal. I should have enough room to do one more down here. And hopefully this doesn't ruin anything by doing that. Go robots. That is very good. And now this should get a lot more input as soon as this is starting to fill up. because we are just missing a ton of oil. It seems that is kind of our Achilles heel. So next episode we might have to expand out and get some more oil from some of these crude oil depots, if this can't save us. Hopefully it can, but if not, then there's nothing we can do about it right now. So yeah, great. So I'll end the episode here. It's been a quite good one. We have figured out how we will build our base in space. We just kind of need to get a ton of resources up there to start pretty much basic processing in space, which hopefully don't need anything other than power. That is at least what I'm hoping for. So yeah, we'll see you next episode. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next episode. Bye.